Hello students, let's do simple linear equations, exercise 14E. This is found on page number 173. We are with question 6. The difference between two supplementary angles is 20 degrees. Now we have to find the angles. So supplementary angles are two angles that add up to 180 degrees. So let's begin. So supplementary angles, like I said, are two angles that add up to 180 degrees. The sum of two supplementary angles will be 180 degrees. Now we need to find the two angles. So let the first angle be x. That means the second angle will be 180 degrees minus x, isn't it? So this will be the second angle. Now let's go back to the question. The differences when you subtract, the difference between two supplementary angles is 20 degrees. That means you take the first angle and the second angle, and when you subtract the two, your answer will be 20 degrees. So let's work that out. So now the first angle is x minus the second angle, which is 180 degrees minus x. This should be equal to 20 degrees. This is what is given to us in the question. Now let's open brackets. So x, now we have minus here. So remember, when you have minus before a bracket, the sign of all the terms inside the bracket will change. Now this is plus, so that will become minus 180 degrees, and minus x will now become plus x. So together all this is equal to 20 degrees. So let's work on the x first. So here we have 1x and here we have another plus x. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So we have 2x minus 180 degrees is equal to 20 degrees. Now we can find the value of 2x. We can say 2x is equal to 20 degrees plus 180 degrees. We have transposed this minus 180 degrees from the left hand side to the right. That's why it's become plus 180 degrees. So now 2x is equal to 20 plus 180 is 200 degrees. So now we can find the value of x. X is equal to 200 degrees divided by 2. Division because here it's multiplication, and when you transpose it to the right hand side, it becomes division. So let's divide 200 by 2. 2 into 100, isn't it? 2 into 100 is 200. So x is equal to 100 degrees. So what is x? The statement here said, let the first angle be x. So we found the first angle. X is 100 degrees. So let's write it there. X is equal to 100 degrees. So the first angle. Now the second angle is given to us here. The second angle is 180 minus x. So that will be 180 degrees minus 100 degrees because x is 100. So let's do that. 180 degrees minus 100 degrees is equal to 80 degrees. So our first angle, the first angle is 100 degrees, and the second angle, we found it out to be 80 degrees. So 100 degrees and 80 degrees, and this is our final answer. 100 degrees and 80 degrees. Question 7. Some articles are bought at 16 rupees each. So some articles were bought and the price of those articles were 16 rupees, and some other articles are bought at 5 rupees each. So two sets of articles were bought. If the total number of articles bought is 54 and their total cost is 600 rupees, find the number of articles of each kind. So let's begin. Let the number of articles of 16 rupees be x. Okay, so some articles were bought for 16 rupees, isn't it? So let that number be x. Now some other articles were bought for 5 rupees. Now how can we find the number of 5 rupee articles? Now, if you see here, the total number of articles is 54 and the number of articles of 16 rupees we have said is x. So if we minus 54 and x, we will know this. So this will be 54 minus x. So now we know the number of articles of 16 rupees is x. Number of articles of 5 rupees is 54 minus x. Now let's look at their total cost. So we need to find the cost of these articles and we need to find the cost of these articles, isn't it? So let's make that our next step. So the cost of the 16 rupee articles will be rupees 16 into the number of articles. What is the number of articles we said? X. So that will be, we write rupees, 16 into x is 16x. So this is the cost of these articles, the first set of articles, 16x rupees. Now what is the cost of the 5 rupee articles? That will be 5 rupees into how many articles are there? 54 minus x. So this is the cost of 5 rupee articles. So that will be rupees 5 into 54 minus x, which we have to solve. So let's work that out. So 5 into 54. Let's multiply 54 into 5. 5 fours are 20, carry 2. 5 fives are 25 plus 2, 27. So this part is 270 minus 5 into minus. Minus I've already put. So 5 into x is 5x. So this is the cost of articles of 5 rupees. Let's go back to the question. Their total cost is 600 rupees. So the cost of one set of articles is 16x rupees. The cost of the other set of articles is this. And if we add up this and this, it will be equal to 600 rupees. So let's do that. So let's add up 16x plus 270 minus 5x. Together it should give us 600 rupees. So now let's work on the x terms. 16x minus 5x. 16 minus 5 is 11. So 11x plus 270 will give us 600 rupees. So to find the value of 11x, what do? We say 600 minus 270. So let's do that subtraction here. 600 minus 270. 0. Now this becomes 5. 10, we need to borrow. 10 minus 7 is 3. 5 minus 2 is 3. So here we get 330. So 11x is equal to 330. So what is the value of x? X will be 330 divided by 11, again because of transposing. So now let's divide. 11 threes are 33, so and the 0, so that's 30. So x is 30, and what is x? It's a number of articles of 16 rupees. So that is 30. So let's write that down there. So that is equal to 30. Now the other article, that will be 54 minus x. That is 54 minus 30. So let's do that subtraction. So that is 54 minus 30. That will give us 24. So the first set of articles, the number of articles is 30. We have now 30 and then we have 24. So let's write down our final answer. Number of articles of 16 rupees we found out to be 30. We have 30 articles which are 16 rupees each, and number of articles of 5 rupees we found that there are 24 articles of 5 rupees each. So this is our final answer, 30 and 24. Question 8. Find the lengths of an isosceles triangle whose each of the equal sides is 2 centimeter less than twice the length of the third side. Okay, so let's go carefully here and let's begin slowly. Let the third side be x. So this is an isosceles triangle which has 2 equal sides and a side of a different length. So we are talking about the third side. Let the third side be x. Then each of the equal sides, now this is given in the question, each of the equal sides is 2 centimeter less than twice the length of the third side. So we are talking about the equal sides. How much are the equal sides? So the equal sides will be 2 centimeter less than twice the length. So twice the length means 2x. We're talking about the third side, twice the length and 2 centimeter less. So 2x minus 2. So we have the third side which is x and two equal sides which are 2x minus 2. 2x because twice the length of the third side and 2 centimeter less, so we wrote minus 2. Now, perimeter of the isosceles triangle is sum of all the sides. Now here we have an isosceles triangle. Now these are two sides that are equal and this is the third side. This is the third side. Now, how do we find the perimeter of a triangle? You just have to add up the lengths. 1, 2, 3. You add up all three sides, you get the perimeter. And in the question it says perimeter of the isosceles triangle is 24 centimeter. So add up the first side, second side and the third side. It should be equal to 24 centimeter. So which is the first side? 2x minus 2. Which is the second side? Again 2x minus 2 and the third side is x. So look at the figure. We have two sides here, 2x minus 2 and 2x minus 2 and the third side is x. So add up all three sides. That should give us 24 centimeters. So now let's take all the x terms together. So we have 2x plus 2x plus x. So 2 plus 2, 4 plus 1, that's 5. So that is 5x. Now we've got 5x there. Now let's look at our constants, that is the numbers. Here we have minus 2 and minus 2. Minus 2 will give us minus 4. And on the other side we have 24 centimeters. Now let's find the value of 5x. Now 5x is equal to 24 plus 4 because we are transposing this minus 4 to the other side. So 5x will be equal to 5x is equal to 24 plus 4 is 28. So what is the value of x? X will be 28 divided by 5 because we have transposed this 5 which is multiplication to the right hand side. It's become division. So now that we have found the length of the third side, let's find the length of the equal side. So here it says equal sides are 2x minus 2. So let's do that. So 2x minus 2 means 2 into x. That is 2 into x is 28 by 5 minus 2. So that will be 2 into 28 is 56 by 5 minus 2. Now here we're going to subtract these like fractions. So this will be equal to 5. The LCM is 5. So 56 minus 1 into 5 is 5. So 2 into 5 is 10. So that is 56 minus 10 is 46. So we've got 46 by 5. So the equal sides are 46 by 5 each. So let's write down all three sides measurement. So the first side will be 46 by 5. Second side will be 46 by 5. These are the equal sides. And the third side will be 28 by 5. And since we are talking about the length of the sides, let's write centimeter. So these are all in centimeter. The unit is centimeters. So we've got our final answer, the length of all three sides of an isosceles triangle. Question 9. Divide 600 into two parts such that 1/4 of one part exceeds 1/6 of the other part by 20. So first thing is divide 600 into two parts. So let one part be x. So the other part will then be 600 minus x. Okay, the first part is x, so the second part will be 600 minus x because both together is equal to 600. Now let's see the rest of the question. 1/4 of one part. So let's do that. That is 1/4 of one part is x. This exceeds, that means it's more than 1/6 of the other part. Okay, that is more than the 1/6 of the other part by 20. So we're going to say 1/6 of the other part, which is the other part, 600 minus x, by how much is it? By 20. So plus 20 will give us this left hand side. Now I can have plus 20 on the right hand side or minus 20 on the left hand side. So we'll leave it like this, and now let's solve for x. So 1/4 of x means 1/4 into x. So whenever we do a multiplication like this, we multiply the numerator. So this is 1 into x is x by 4. So on the left hand side I have x by 4. On the right hand side I have 1/6 of means into 600 minus x. Okay, so 1 into 600 first and then 1 into minus x. So 1 into 600 is 600. 1 into minus x is minus x. So this is 600 minus x by 6. So 600 minus x by 6, and we still have plus 20. On the left hand side we have x by 4, and on the right hand side we have 600 minus x by 6 plus 20. So let's work out the right hand side first. So let's do that in the working column. So we have 600 minus x by 6 plus 20. So this one will give it a denominator 1. So our LCM here will be 6. So 6 into 1 is 6. So we multiply the whole numerator by 1. So we'll get back the same thing. So that is 600 minus x. Now let's go to the other fraction. So here we have 1. So 1 into 6. That means we're going to multiply 20 also by 6. 6 2s are 12. So 6 into 20 is 120. So this is plus 120. So now let's work on the whole numbers here. We have 600 plus 120. 600 plus 120 is 720, and the denominator we have 6. So now we have a minus x also here. So that is 720 minus x by 6. So left hand side we have x by 4. On the right hand side we have 720 minus x by 6. Now to simplify this further, to make our work easier, we can cancel the two denominators here in an equation. Only in an equation you can cancel the two denominators by a common factor. 2 is a common factor, isn't it? 2 2s are 4 and 2 3s are 6. So now we can work out our sums. Now we're going to transpose a few numbers. I'm going to transpose this 3 from the right hand side to the left. It becomes multiplication. It becomes 3 into x. And on the right hand side I have 720 minus x. I'm going to transpose this 2 to the right hand side. It becomes multiplication. So 2 into 720 minus x. So 3 into x is 3x. Now here we have to multiply 2 into 720 and then 2 into minus x. So let's do 720 into 2. 2 zeros are 0, 2 2s are 4, 2 7s are 14. So here we have 1440. Then we do 2 into minus x, you get minus 2x. So let's bring all the x terms to the left side. So we have 3x already. We're going to transpose minus 2x. So it's going to now become plus 2x. And this is equal to 1440. So 3x plus 2x is 5x. 5x is equal to 1440. That means x is equal to 1440 divided by 5. So let's do this division. 1440 will divided by 5. 5 2s are 10 minus 4. I bring down the other 4, 44. 5 8s are 40 minus 4. Bring down again. 5 8s are 40. So now we have found the value of x to be 288. And what is x? Look at the first statement here. Let one part be x. Remember, we are dividing 600 into two parts. So one part is x. That means one part is 288. So we found this to be 288. Now the other part is 600 minus x. That means it is 600 minus 288. So let's subtract these two. So 600 minus 288, we need to borrow. So 5, this is 10, 9 and 10. 10 minus 8 is 2, 9 minus 8 is 1, 5 minus 2 is 3. So what do we have here? We have 300 and 312. So we've got our first part 288 and the second part is 312. So let's write that down. One part, or the first part. One part is 288 and the other part is 312. So this is our final answer. Question 10, solve for x. So first we have to multiply 3 into 2x and then 3 into minus 5. So let's do that. 3 into 2x, 3 2s are 6, 6x. Minus 3 5s are 15. This is by 4. Now the other side also we do the same thing. We put the minus sign and then 5 into 7 and 5 into minus 5x. So 5 7s are 35 and 5 into minus 5 is minus 25 and that is x. And this is by denominator is 6. Now let's put our brackets here because we have a minus sign there. Then this is equal to 7x by 3. Now here, let's work out the left-hand side, this whole portion in the working column. Let's work this out there. So let's see. Now we have 6x minus 15 by 4 and minus 35 minus 25x by 6. Now we need to find the LCM of 4 and 6. So let's do that. So starting with 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. Then again with 2, 1 and 3. This time I can use 3. 1 and 1. So the LCM is 2 into 2 into 3. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. So LCM is 12, which we're going to use as a common denominator and work. So 4 into 3 is 12. That means I need to multiply this whole thing by 3. Let's do that. 3 into 3x. 3 3s, 3 6 are 3 into 6x, 3 6 are 18, so that is 18x. Then we multiply 3 into minus 15, so that's minus, the sign is minus, 15 3s are 45. Now let's go to the other side. Now here 6 2s are 12, so I need to multiply this whole thing by 2. So let me multiply that with minus 2. So first with 35. So minus 2 into 35, it will be minus 70. Now I multiply minus 2 into minus 25. So the sign will become minus into minus is plus. Then 25 into 2 is 50 and that is x. So now we need to solve for x. 18 plus 50. So 18 plus 50 is 68. So the x will be 68x. Now let's look at our numbers, 45 and 70. So here you can see that the signs are the same. So we put the same sign and we add. So let's add 45 and 70 minus 5. 4 plus 7 is 11. So this is 115 and the denominator is 12. So we've simplified our left-hand side. Now we've got 68x minus 115 by 12 on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, we have 7x by 3. Again, to make my work easier, I can cancel the two denominators in this equation. So I can use a common factor and the common factor is 3. 3 4s are 12. So 3 1s are 3, that gets cancelled. So now I can transpose 4 to the right hand side. It becomes division. So here on my left hand side I will have 68x minus 115 And on the right hand side, since I'm transposing it, it becomes 4 into 7x. So 68x minus 115 is equal to 4 sevens are 28, 28x. So let's bring the x terms this side. So 68x, and I'm going to transpose this 28x to the other side. So 28x, when it comes to the left hand side, it becomes minus 28x. So that is minus 28x. And I'm going to transpose minus 115 to the right hand side. It becomes plus 115. So here, let's solve this. 68x minus 28. 68 minus 28 is 40. So 40x is equal to 115. So how much will x be? X is equal to 115 divided by 40. So we can reduce this to the lowest term, dividing both by 5. Both are divisible by 5. That's a common factor. So let's divide 115 by 5. 5 twos are 10 minus 1 and 5 by 3s are 15. So what do I have? 23. So I've got 23 there. So this is 23, the numerator, and the denominator 40 divided by 5. 5 eighths are 40. So now I have found the value of x. X is equal to 23 by 8. So this is our final answer, 23 by 8. Second question. So here also, since it's multiplication, I can multiply the numerator with all the terms inside the brackets, and let's see what we get. So 3 into 7x, 3 sevens are 21, 21x, then 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. This is by 4. Now inside the brackets we have subtraction. As you can see, it is subtraction, not multiplication. Let's be careful. Now let's work out that subtraction in the working column. So that is 2x minus 1 minus x by 2. So let's give this the denominator 1. So our LCM here is going to be 2. So 1, 2's are 2. So I need to multiply this by 2. 2 2's are 4, 4x minus 2 1's are 2. So this one I need to multiply by 1. I'll get the same thing. So I'm going to leave it in brackets because I have a minus sign. Now let's be careful and open the brackets. So 4x, when you see a minus before a bracket, change the sign. So this is plus, it will become minus, and minus x will now become plus x. And the denominator is 2. So here let's work on the x terms. 4x plus 1x. 4 plus 1 is 5. So 5x minus 1 by 2. So let's write that down. So 5x minus 1 by 2. This is equal to x plus 3 by 2. So now here we need to solve the left hand side. Okay, we need to find the LCM and work out the left hand side first. So let's do that. So that is 21x minus 3 by 4 minus 5x minus 1 by 2. So the LCM of 4 and 2, 4 and 2, the LCM, 2, 2's are 4, and then you bring down 1, then 2, 1 and 1, LCM is 2 into 2, which is 4. So now let's use 4 as a common denominator. So we have 4. 4 1's are 4. So we multiply this whole thing by 1. We get back the same thing. 21x minus 3. Now 2 2's are 4. So we multiply this whole thing by 2. So when you multiply by 2, remember to multiply with each term inside. And let's multiply with minus 2. Minus 2 into 5x. Minus 2 5's are 10. 10x. Then minus 2 into minus 1. Minus into minus is plus. 2 1's are 2. So now let's take the x terms. We have 21x minus 10x. 21 minus 10 is 11. 11x. And now let's take the numbers minus 3 plus 2. So signs are different. So we'll put the sign the bigger number and subtract. 3 minus 2 is 1. So 11x minus 1 by 4. So on the left hand side, what do we have now? We have 11x minus 1 by 4, and on the right hand side we have x plus 3 by 2. So that means we need to work out this also now. So what is on the right hand side? We need to work out. So let's do that. X plus 3 by 2. So this one will have the denominator 1. So the denominator or the LCM is going to be 2. So 1, 2's are 2. So I multiply this also by 2. 2 into x is 2x plus on the other side I have 2. 2 1's are 2. So I multiply this also by 1. So 3 1's are 3. So what do I have? 2x plus 3 by 2. So let's write that down. On the left hand side I have 11x minus 1 by 4. On the right hand side I have 2x plus 3 by 2. Now again, to make my work easier, I can cancel the two denominators in the equation by a common factor. 2 2's are 4. So this is cancelled. 2 1's are 2. So now let's transpose to find the value of 11x. So 11x minus 1. Now I'm going to transpose this 2 to the right hand side. It's going to become multiplication. So that is 2 into 2x plus 3. So now I'm going to get 11x minus 1, and on the right hand side I need to multiply 2 into 2x and then 2 into plus 3. So 2 into 2x, 2 2's are 4, 4x plus 2 3's are 6. So now let's get all the x terms to one side. I have 11x. I'm going to get 4x this side, so it's going to become minus 4x. On the right hand side I have 6. I'm going to transpose minus 1 to the right hand side. It's going to become plus 1. So here what do I have? 11x minus 4x. 11 minus 4 is 7. 7x is equal to 6 plus 1 is 7. So now to find the value of x, I can say x is equal to 7 by 7 because I have transposed this 7 to the right hand side. 7 by 7 is 1. So I have found the value of x. X is equal to 1. So this is my final answer. So with this, children, we come to the end of this exercise. Thank you, children.